So, last chapter was chapter 3, which established more story about our errant lighthouse keeper Ryan and his lovely wheelchair-bound former actress friend Harriet, who happened to be at the church, which was established to be a clinic, where Dr. Lester and Herv were. And apparently this was a big thing. They took a picture of it, and it was interesting, stuff like that. So they were there at the church and took the picture, and then there's information about the clinic, but overall not much happened. Oh, and also Ryan got killed mysteriously. Apparently there was a lot of murders that night. Big corpse pile somewhere. Had to haul out the bodies the next day. Really bad. So we're on to chapter 3. After the fairy realm in Warcadia, which was quite a bit more dark in concept, eternal, constant war in the fairy pleasure kingdom, we're going on to the next realm, which is less horrible, at least in kind of the overall design aspect. In truth, it is kind of sad too, but not as terrible as, we're going to war. On to chapter 3. Chapter 3, Youth. Back in my day. 17 years ago, Harriet witnessed something at the church that would set off a chain of events that would end with so many murders. At the time, the church was being used as a clinic. Dr. Lester surely knows something. He's the only doctor in town. He's got to know something. Hey, O'Connell. You still staring at nothingness? At night, I think about death. I wish for its sweet release to grab me, but sadly I wake up every morning. I think that when people die, they return to the earth. There is no afterlife. Well, returning to the earth generally implies that there is something going on. You probably should have just said that people get eaten by worms. That's what people say, right? A concept of another world that links the living to the dead is mere wishful thinking. I am not you. I cannot imagine that this netherworld could actually exist. Well, I know it's there. I've been there. Or maybe. It's late at night every night and I kind of pass out. Actually, would be a more interesting twist if it was just all she was crazy the whole time. But sadly, no, that is not the twist. Hey, Suzette. Join that couch. You ever seen a dark shadow in the village? I felt like someone was peering this way from the coast. The only way to describe it is it's a dark shadow. I only wish it were a ghost or something. At least that would explain it. Spooks and haunts? In the town of the dead? Preposterous, I say. There's no spooks or haunts. Except for the half-lives, and the fairies, and the creatures from the netherworld. And occasionally portals to the other side that form in the area. Stuff like that. But other than that, there's no spooks in this village. That particular night, I noticed the lights on inside the church. I caught the scene in a photo using Ryan's camera. I never gave it back to him. A terrible little boy. The devoted doctor who treated him. Terribly ill, sorry. At this point, that's all I think it means. Didn't you just tell Keats about some sinister plan or something? No, that wasn't me. That was someone else. I'm just a poor wheelchair-bound lady. Ooh. Mrs. Lester is gone today. Must mean something interesting is going to happen. There's still no one at O'Connell's. Gotta talk to everybody in town. They might say something super interesting. Actually, spoilers, they never say anything interesting. When I'm hurt, I go to see Dr. Lester. He doesn't say much, but he's really kind. That's because he's thinking, go away, little girl, I do not treat children anymore. Not after last time. Is Greasy Guy still here? Oh, yep, Greasy Guy's still here. Looks like there aren't any money-making schemes. Doctor was broke. Doctor was broke. I'm gonna keep saying that because I'm a greasy, gangster-looking guy. I don't think anyone knows what really happened 17 years ago. Considering that you all think that it was just a hag, I feel as if this ignorance will cause something to happen very soon. I feel like the plot's advancing, and I don't like it, because I don't get to be a part of it. Everyone else gets murdered, or they get to tell us something suspicious, but me, I just sit here at the bar the whole time. It's terrible. Don't even get to be an interesting NPC, damn it. The door has finally opened. Or maybe it has. Apparently we have establishing shots first. Who could that be? I really don't have time to... Oh, a girl! I must clean up now. You! Why are you wearing that plaid skirt? It's hideous. Take it off. Apologies, Keats. Please come back tonight. Of course. Bye, Ellen. Bye, Keats. Why are they suddenly like two jilted lovers or something? Like, we can't look at each other. Look away, look away. You two are both investigating another world, and you kind of know that. Work together, damn it. Ooh, the reflections of the mirrors actually work in this game. Surprised it doesn't happen that often, because you need to do camera work with it. Dr. Lester? May I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Why not? What is the secret password of the fairies? Farfig Newton? Secret password? You don't recall? Where did you hide the medical records? It was you, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you mean. I'm used to people yelling at me, but usually they make sense when they yell at me. Yes, I see. Do forgive me, I must have been mistaken. What is it that you need, girl? I'm sure you know Ryan, the lighthouse keeper. Yes, died 17 years ago. I pronounced him dead. Do you know anything about his murder? Well, it wasn't me. Probably. I don't know. There's like 6 people who live here. It's gotta be one of us. Get out of here. I've had quite enough. Samhain is over. So it's time for us to go back home. Why won't you tell me? Because the plot would be over too easily if I just told you what happened. Don't you get it? I want to determine the truth behind this incident. find out about my mother, about my own past. Who gives a damn about the past? Just who are you anyway? You come to torment me? Eh? Please, stay away from me. I know nothing. There is nothing to tell you. I know nothing, I see nothing, I hear nothing. Go away. Cannot say anything about what happened 17 years ago. I refuse to speak about it. Like I said, the plot would be over so easily if I just actually told you what happened. I know everything, but damn it, I'm not gonna say anything. Can Ellen be reflected in the mirror? No. Unfortunately, I cannot step around this guy. The mirror shall reflect one thing and one thing only. Ah, there she is. Wave hi to yourself, Ellen. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here with my diploma. Not talk to anyone. Ellen, I can tell you what happened 17 years ago. What? But in exchange, oh god damn it! I wish to ask you a favor. I cannot speak here. We may speak in your room. Okay. You know, I don't technically own it. I just kind of, crashed there. It has been ages since my husband and I ceased being able to speak frankly to each other. We've been to many marriage counselors, but none of them quite get us what we need. Long ago, we were an ideal couple. We had high regards for each other, his medical professions and his people. And also we had wild sex every night. But 17 years ago, something happened. Something changed within him. He grew cold and evil. He's more machine now than man. I could see it in his face. He was wroth with agony, but he told me nothing about it. We don't share anymore. We don't talk. Without warning, he closed down the clinic, and we left the village. Something that happened on Samhain caused this? In the week following Samhain, 3 people met their deaths. Let's see here. Does that count Herv or not count Herv? Here, Roland got killed. Ryan got killed. Anybody else? The village refused to look into the cause and did not send for the police. They all blamed the hag for some reason. It was really weird. They did not want outsiders intruding upon the village. Okay. Have your secret little cult in the village then. So even you don't know the cause of this? I do not, but I am wondering. So basically you called me here to explain everything, and you know nothing. Thanks a lot. There was a boy who died suddenly. A boy with a terminal illness, who still had some time to live. Perhaps Dr. Lester felt responsible for his death. No, that surely could not be. My husband made a medical error. He was frank with me. Really? Was his name Frank? No, it's just an expression. An expression? I don't understand. Dumb girl. So if you ask what I think, my guess is that he must be covering for someone. Surely, you understand why I'm telling you this. No, I don't understand. And don't call me Shirley. My name's Ellen. Actually, no. Or perhaps you... Ellen, you never understand anything. Come on, Ellen. Be a better character. I want you to be a better character. I have heard about you, that you can meet the dead. I've heard that you've already done it multiple times. Well, yeah, I can. Can I ask you the name of the deceased boy? Certainly. The boy's name is Herv. Wow! Do you mean that one child in the village that ever, and I'm already aware of it? It's amazing I pieced this together. I thought so. Yes, Ellen, you discovered the easiest of mysteries. Do you know him? Well, yes and no. I met his ghost once. Yes, and I'm sure I can find him. Yeah. Thank you, Ellen, for listening to me. It has lightened a great burden. What did you tell her? A thing that happened that we were already aware of, and go investigate. I mean, she doesn't really know anything. It's like the story was like, we're going to tease them by saying that we're going to explain everything, and then explain nothing. Damn you writers! Aha! We are going to drag this out for 5 more chapters! Aha! Whoever's in the fairy realm, the door is already open. I don't have a memento, but if I go to the room with the deer, surely I can meet him. My dear friend. Ha 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 ha. Well, you know, that deer knows how to get ahead in life. Yeah, that's pretty bad. There's a lot of half-lives in the bar tonight. And Frizzy moved. Ah! Ah! And then Ellen dies because of the Banshee Wail. That was a short game. What is it? I can sense it. Something awful is going to happen. Oh, wait, you're here. That was what awful was going to happen. Plenty of requests have come in. If you have time, take one on. I don't think that's true. Looks like there are no quests for you yet. There's a lot of requests here. Really? Can you give me one? Actually, we don't have any requests. That was just false hope. Sorry. Hey, Jimmy. I was wondering what Frizzy thinks about me. Does she like my horns? I had to keep them real sharp. And my tiny hat. Does she like my tiny hat? Hey, Charlie. Ah, my mate Scarecrow finally came back to visit me. Normally, I'd love to dedicate a song to my mate's tireless work. But today, my instrument's not in very good shape. Also, I ain't got no lungs. We already had that joke, but I like telling it more than once. It's the one joke I got. I guess I'm just a bare bones joke guy. Ha ha, little pun there. It'd be a shame to play in front of these people with less than perfect sound. I bet you $20 he never actually plays anything. I do hope Scarecrow's okay. Oh, don't you worry about me. I'm only slightly drunk. Yeah, you're a bad girl now, aren't you? Yes, you're a dirty, dirty girl. Oh wait, sorry, that's my fantasy, sorry. Dear Ellen, I've been waiting here for you all this time. For me to come and don the cloak? Precisely. I knew all about you from long, long ago. Can't wait until you reach the Netherworld core. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Also, it sounds as if Scarecrow could also tell us what was happening, but once again, refuses to because then the plot would be over. Also, nice Union Jack shirt you got going there. Everything in life is so much more fun when you have friends to share it with. Half-lives are sought after for their ability to hop between the Netherworld and the real worlds. But they're a bit different from actual denizens of the Netherworlds. I'd explain it, but, you know, that might take time. afraid that I have forgotten what I was doing. Luckily, I think I actually have notes on that. Mrs. Lester has been endlessly tormented. Would meeting Herb help? I'll go to the Fairy Realms, the old camp light. Blah, blah, blah. This way to the lighthouse. Also, there's a car here, but it's not entirely clear whether or not the road is actually like a road or just a footpath. Well, now that we have two worlds, we have to be instructed how we select different worlds to go to. This door. It looks just like every other door. Huh. A waiting room that looks like a regular old place, but is actually supernatural and powerful. Reminds me of Beetlejuice. Oh, it sounds disgusting. Oh, my neck. Huh? Oh, it's my lucky day. Welcome back, sweetie. I want you to summon Herb. Who's that? He isn't your boyfriend, is he? No. He's a little boy. Oh, you're into that kind of thing, damn it. Scare the daylights out of me. I cracked my antlers, it turned out that you were two-timing. No, there's no Herb here. I cracked my antlers, it turned out you were two-timing. You are creepy and weird deer. Also, you have no body. So then where is he? Sorry, sweetie. I'm not a fortune teller. Huh? Someone's here. Hmm? Who? Who are you? Oh, come on, speak to me again. It's almost like you're a static, unmoving model when you're not in that comic scene. Hello there, Cecilia. We hid it together, Herb and I. It was our own little treasure. We promised to dig it up when we grew up. So, I told him that he mustn't give up. I am Cecilia, Herb's friend. You two look awfully similar. Did you die as well? But Herb is already gone. He said he wanted people to stop worrying about him and move on. Where did Herb go? To the bottom of the sea. I have a terrible feeling about this. Please, find her. What should I do? Find the treasure at the ash tree. The ash tree? No, the ash tree. Okay. It's near the hut on the lighthouse gate. Whoosh. A flash, and she's gone. Hey, that was weird. What happened, dear guy? Dear guy? Why won't you talk to me? Oh, I can't even buy a drink. This is a terrible bar. I think this is probably the exact same area, but it would be neat if they changed the photos or something. And play the cutscene. Well, I guess not play the cutscene. That works too. Herb. Wait. That actually is thunder outside. There's a very large crack of lightning. The stream suddenly goes down. It's probably because of electrical interference. Dr. Lester? But why here? Perhaps... Yes, Ellen, poor Dr. Lester has bitten the big one. He's bought the farm, kicked the bucket, gone to that great clinic in the sky. And apparently you're not going to try and talk to him, which seems like a poor decision. I know that you usually don't get much out of the spirits of the dead, but usually they tell you something. Dr. Lester! My goodness, what happened? All of the important characters are all in the same room at the same time. Oh my gosh. He was murdered. By whom, I don't know. The Hag. It must be her. The Hag? You've read one too many fairy tales. No, it's true. A strange woman has been lurking around. Ellen, perhaps your coming has triggered all this madness. Could be you, Keats. Yes, it could be us. Perhaps it is fate. I can't imagine Keats, like, cackling. Like, he's far too much of a cool guy persona to actually, like, show any sort of emotion beyond just sort of aloofness. Dr. Lester, what are you doing here? Can I see the doctor if I go to the Netherworlds? Also wondering about Herve. Maybe Cecilia's treasure could be a memento? I know so little. Maybe I should have picked up the memento before I left. But I guess I had to go see the dead doctor's body first. I knew he was dead because I saw him there, but yeah. If you didn't know what an ash tree is, then, oh boy, you'd be searching a long time over here just to find out that it's actually on the other side. These are Herve's medical records. Why would this be the treasure? He had a huge gaping hole in his chest. Here's a picture of it. And what's this picture? This is a wonderful abstract piece. Early Salvador Dali, I believe. We call it Moonlight Going into the Sun. Let's see if anybody has anything different to say. Another cat. It'd be cool if cats were some sort of motif or something, but I honestly think that somebody just like animated cats. Cats are often sentries of the Netherworlds, but not in Irish folklore, so unfortunately, no. Not in this game. Were this an Egyptian game, those cats would be super important. Also worth noting, this is Charlotte, not Cecilia, even though they look very similar. What happened? What happened? Dr. Lester? Uncle won't tell me. What happened to Dr. Lester? Oh, he went to go live on a farm. Yeah, far away. Don't worry about him, though. I didn't murder him. Murder isn't something that can be done on a whim. You must have a resolve. I should know. I've murdered many men. I mean, no one. I've never murdered anyone. I swear. Do you think a lowly crook like me could kill? You look like you're trying to sell drugs. And drug dealers, yeah, I'd imagine they could kill. That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of some sort of greasy, like, drug dealer in Miami Vice or something. I buried Dr. Lester's remains. Wow, you are fast. You could have killed him. For what reason? Dr. Lester was a good man. His incident didn't change him. I can't believe this. Who could have killed him? For what reason? Technically, I don't know if anyone actually knows that Rain died, considering that the corpse was here and then fell off a cliff, and then there was like no one around. So I guess this is the first murder that they would be aware of, even though the characters are sort of talking about it, whatever. Oh my. Oh my. What on earth is going on, dear Lord? I met the dear Lord. He's at the bar. It's a pub, actually. I wonder if my husband kept it all to himself to avoid dragging me into it. Please, leave me alone for now. Leave you alone? I'll talk to you again. Now I inherit the whole house. My plan worked. Stay away. Leave me alone. I would rather not talk. Please forgive me. It's a bit of a whiplash. Super rude. I'm sorry for being super rude. Super rude. According to what the conversation you had with Keats, you planned this all along. So, yeah. Hey, Suzette. I saw the hag with Keats. I also saw her on the coast a while ago. Couldn't believe it, but it really was her. We have a mysterious spirit. Ooh. Murder? This village is odd. Is there no search for the killer? That's a good question. Also, this village is odd is a patented understatement. It's not as if there's some sort of portal to the afterlife sitting under the village or something, right? I mean, that would just be too odd. No, we just have to have a bunch of murders. I think the implication here is that, like, that road leads out, and then there's, like, a separate path they walk on to get to the henge. Because if that road led directly to the henge, this village would be super weird, even weirder than what's already implied. Medical records. Nothing happened? I don't hear any voice at all. I guess Memento was a dud. You heard nothing either way. Great. Hmm? Keats! Why are you here? Yes, well, you shouldn't wander around with a murderer on the loose. I wasn't disposing of a body somewhere else, I swear. Ellen, did you find something linked to this location? Yes, but it won't work. I wonder why. That's strange. Let me have a look at it, will you? Maybe if I use it on my end, I'll have a separate plot somewhere else. Medical records written by Dr. Lester. Well, I better get on my way. Keats, I'm depending on you. Please track down this murderer. I can't do anything myself. Ellen, shut up and go do something. I'll find out about the past. The murders of past and present are linked. The villagers are hiding something. I need to know the truth. Whatever happened 17 years ago is connected to me. This picture. I found it with the medical records. A picture of the sea? As if I've seen it before. It seems that Cecilia hid this. Why does it seem familiar? Ah, it's it. It's a view from the beach. Is it? Doesn't look like it. Go to the shore. You'll see. And here's some shots of her wandering along.
What is this place? It's familiar, but so melancholy.
Sploosh! Oddly, none of the areas actually look like that. The door to the Netherworld's opened, but I haven't been summoned. Or perhaps you have. This was once a splendid realm, but no longer. The Undersea City has been tainted by oblivion. Being forgotten is the gravest fate possible in the Netherworld. You can speak to the dead simply because you're part of someone's memory. Once you're forgotten, and poof, you may as well have never existed in the first place. The Undersea City is no longer a part of the collective memory. It won't really be much longer before it fades from existence. So, you must hurry to the Forgotten Palace, where the folklore lurks. Can I see Dr. Lester and Herb if I go there? Of course you can. The key to this 17-year-old mystery lies with her. Must lie with her. Don't you think? I'm not manipulating events subtly at all. Actually, he's not, because he's being rather obvious about the fact that he's manipulating her. You little elf dudes, or fairy dudes rather. I hope my knowledge will be of use to you. It was popular among the Arwen to keep Sids as pets. Those little ones are hard to catch. The best way to nab them is probably with a trap. The folks living around the Forgotten Palace are guarding a treasure. If you chase them all out, one might just drop the treasure. The road this way forks between the road to the Forgotten Palace and to the Swamp of Oblivion. I wonder if that will be an important plot point. The Undersea City is a netherworld that was once linked to the fairy realm, but it has long been forgotten. Now look at its sorry state. I don't know, it looks pretty nice still. Light vacation there. Ellen, I have good news. The Fairy Lord will be visiting this land. Oh, that jerk? Yeah, that's real great news. Hey, look, there he is. Here, there is only the folklore in the Forgotten Palace. But even that is sinking into oblivion. We must hurry. Under the sea. Fairy Lord, we are honored by your presence. It is time we spoke to you about our objectives. Dear Ellen, we seek the Netherworld core. Is that one of the realms? Yes and no. It is a special place beyond the 5 realms. There's only 5 realms, and yet there's 7 chapters. A place which can only be reached by those who have overcome their fears. It will take a long time for you, as you are afraid of many things. Returning to Netherworld core shall reveal your forgotten past. My past? But then why must you go there, Fairy Lord? Netherworld core is based upon the human subconscious. But 5,000 years ago, someone broke a law of the Netherworld. They peed in the pool, a law which originated in the Netherworld core. It is in our hands to correct that aberration. And this can be achieved in the Netherworld core? Yes. That is correct. It will depend upon your strength, Ellen. The Undersea City is your 3rd Netherworld. First, you must defeat the folklore in this world. Can I borrow your staff? No. Folks are an incarnation of the memories and souls of the dead. You see, those who most fear non-existence are those who've died once already. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't really explain what you guys are. Are you the dead or are you not the dead? I believe this is mid-range elemental. Yes, it is a charger. Ah. Gotcha. Map says left or right. Either way, you're gonna fight. Let's see here. So he's a charger, and I need something big to get in my top row. Even more interesting. Come on! Absorb 10, absorb 5, absorb 10. Lose cold nuts. Ah, so that's what it does. It's a ranged version of the short-range attack. Well, that didn't do anything. Is it a trap? Ow. Not you. That did a whole lot of nothing. Let's see here, what elements I got? I got destroy, slash, bond, sleep, charm, wind, water, thunder. Not thunder. Slash. Slash. Not sleep. I'm guessing it's probably an element that I don't have. Fantastic. Wind did nothing. Somehow I don't think water is going to work on a water guy, but it's worth a shot. No, it did nothing. I've used all of my elements and none of them work. sure Sloan is useful actually. Ah! And a normal stay. So it's gonna be like that, is it? No, it is not my first Thunder guy, actually. Ah! It's such a long range. Did it! One of my folks needed aqua liquid. Purple liquid. Aqua liquid. That doesn't really help me at all. Nasty. Brand new type of absorb. New level, new absorb type. Slow, but at least it actually has some range as opposed to previous slash attack, which was super close. purple dust. Oh, I'm sure this will be useful. I want him. One more id to do a thing of some kind. A surprisingly big area. Nope. Walked too far. It's actually kind of a pain that the enemies can get outside the bounds of the area. Ah! It did nothing. I need a non-elemental attack. Spew gooey mucus. Mmm, tasty. If I'm not mistaken, that means that that's not what I want at all. I already have a folk of that type already, which is unfortunate. I keep changing all of my guys by accident. Barrage of fire. That's the advantage that Ellen has, is that unlike Keats, all of her folks actually get summoned, which means that there's sort of like a buffer or a barrier that actually is, you know, defending her from being hit. And also the fact that she can actually move around when she summons one, rather than having to stand like a big goober like Keats. Gotta summon the big thing, gotta wait for the animation to finish, whereas Ellen's like, run away, it's about to hit me, ah! are you so hard to aim? This is completely ridiculous. And this leads back to where I started. But now there's a new crystal there. Let's see here. Page 4 says electrify the thingamabob. Okay. Oh, look at him. He is so cute. Fairy dog with a sweet appearance. It charms people with its singing. Nothing he found. Human household living on the easy life as a beloved pet dog. Oh yeah. If I saw one of them, I'd make him a pet dog. Why does your dog look so weird? No reason. No time to play. Suck it right up. Look at how pretty that is. There is a fork in the road this way. Which way will you go? A fork? Can I use it to eat my dinner? Not that kind of a fork. You've seen those folks. They look like dogs, haven't you? Well, they are very tidy things. When I see them tend to their scales, it makes me want to lick the daylights out of them. Ew. Giant fish in the Undersea City that attack with powerful spurts of water. Their ability is likely to come in handy in other realms. Path ahead splits, with forks to the Forgotten Palace and Swamp of Oblivion, blah blah blah. Beware, for both paths are equally treacherous. The first door leads to Forgotten Palace. Forgotten Palace is a splendid place. The hole at the rear leads to the Swamp of Oblivion. It is a fearsome place. Like half of your things all say the same thing. Ellen, you have come. Fancy meeting you here. This should be good. Levine, you are a curse upon the netherworld. Tis, up to your old tricks again. How many messengers have died this way? Silence! It is all for the netherworld. Strength through harmony. Keats, why? Looks like there are two sides to this conflict. By the way, Ellen, nice dress. How'd that boy Herb? Herb? Headed for the Swamp of Oblivion. The swamp? You can forget about the boy. The swamp is a pit of grueling nothingness. He who enters shall slip from existence and be forgotten to all. She's right. But... Ellen, do not listen to him. The Lord or the boy, the netherworld or reality. These are awful difficult choices. But choices she must make. Ellen, pray tell your wish. Fight the folklore at the palace, use the swamp to save Herb. I think that Ellen would probably want to save Herb. Yep. I must save Herb. Keats, thank you for telling me. I'll go after Herb. I need to find Herb. He's at the Swamp of Oblivion. I have to hurry. Scarecrow, shouldn't you accompany the Fairy Lord? No, I'm no fairy. And I don't really like his royal attitude anyhow. More importantly, Ellen, you must go. Swamp of Oblivion is this way. And I cannot, in fact, go this direction anymore. One character goes left, and one character goes up. And never the two shall meet ever again. You can't actually explore the other area anymore. What's funny though is that this is where the game gets really wacky, because no matter which way you go, you still fight the same folklore boss, which makes no sense whatsoever. Helen, you do care more about... Really do... Baby, you really do care about her very much. Don't worry about me. Just do as you please. You're going to see eventually that, indeed, it is the exact same folklore for both, and that just never doesn't sit right. How long we have waited for a messenger like you who could defeat the folklore. Thank goodness our prayers are finally answered. You're going to defeat the folklore, right? Sure I am. Bye. A stinking hole. Let's jump right in. Actually, I wonder if I can also use him. We want some electrically fried fish.
Come on!
Oh, now you're mixing it up on me. Powder peg. 10 pounds of peg and 1 powder. Liquid. More ids. Defeat folk. Defeat 10 folk. Ah! Snuck up on me. Nom 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 nom. Eat your soul. Swallow your soul. Swallow your soul. Is there anything of interest in this direction? No, it's just a big nothingness. Which means I gotta pick a direction. I'm so indecisive. They both look so scary. As I literally try and find the nothingness to kill it. Ah, I knew you would sneak up behind me. this was a bad decision. This was an extremely bad decision. I didn't think they would have so many in the same area if you actually needed to kill them. Capture them the hard way. And of course, they give me the slowest capture type, which is the balance type. Alright, your more powerful spin cuts. Getting a lot of cut types. Need a spinning top of destruction and death. I like it. Come on over here. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff. Nom 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 nom. Everyone also has slightly more range with all of her attacks because all of her attacks are from the folk that is in front of her. Rank up. Oh. Both each other at the same time. Oh boy. Do I need to pull him? Yeah, I need to pull him. This was a terrible decision. I can't let go. There's no button to cancel. .5 experience multiplier. Tasty. Fortunately, there is one coming up behind me who will hit me. Yep. See right there? I was saved by my folk. Otherwise I would have been hit by that. Undersea Chapter 2. Electrocute something. Electric attacks are very powerful against sea creatures. Who would have thought? Kind of disappointing how many areas in this game are just sort of big open corridors with nothing to interact with. I mean, you pop the crystals and then it's just like, nothing else to look at. Ah, correct. What? Ah, it hurts so bad. Corridors are so bad for my health. Nom 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 nom. That is just way too many dudes for a small corridor like this. Ah! Run away! Run away, run away, run away! Who would have thought that being under the sea with mysterious fish life would be dangerous? Defeat 10 folk. Defeat 10 folk. Liquid, aqua liquid. Kids. I guess this is where all of Ellen's defeat folk come in. Must be going. Aha! There was a way around you. Looks like that peg powder was dropped in by God. That is not a peg powder. That's bad. Bad mojo right there. Attacks don't do much damage, but they hit so hard. Aha! Okay. Out of go juice. Ah, you left yourself vulnerable. Thrust, parry, dodge, leap. Oh. Once again, out of go juice. Butter zone. Butter zone. Why you no stay in butter zone? Get it right in the butter zone. Fires guided missiles. I bet you didn't know that fish were well known for firing guided missiles out of their faces. Jeez. Nope, already ruined it. See ya, suckers. Oh yes, I'm sure this'll end well. Nothing bad could possibly happen here. Oh boy. That was not the right move right there. There was that. That. Okay, already knew about the cute little thing. I gotta get out of here. See ya, weirdos. There we go. Just gotta know the right move for the right situation. Big old sacks of health right there. Huge sacks of health. It's the point where I'm not even sure I'm doing this correctly. Must be a two-pronged attack. Slicing into something else. I don't know what else. Also, triple kill. Wind, water, thunder, maybe? I don't know what you're supposed to use after you get them down, but apparently it's not that. You win this time, foe. I shall have my revenge next time. Ooh, we get all of us. Yeah. Into that fishy buttered up butter zone right there. I demand all of my fish to be served with nice butter. Out the north exit to the next side of town. Big purple void. I'm sure this'll end well. Oh, Dr. Lester. Dr. Lester! You! There's no time. You must find Herv. He went to the Swamp of Oblivion. Oh, this is my fault. Where's Herv? I just told you, the Swamp of Oblivion. Go there. The giant monster has enveloped Herv. Could that be the folklore? Yes. There was the folklore of this way despite the fact that the other way was specifically about beating the folklore. So this way is actually completing a plot point and doing the folklore, and the other way is just the folklore. That makes no sense. Please, Herv, be safe. Me be safe? No, Herv, I don't care about you, lady. You're weird. I thought for a second this was going to be a fighty zone. Fragrance was created by the melding of twin kings who lived long ago. He keeps the undersea city from sinking by sucking up oblivion. This is a rare sight. All these visitors in a place like this. This is the source of oblivion. The swamp that will eventually engulf the entire undersea city. In ancient times, people dreamt of our fair land below the sea, the realm of the afterlife, but no longer. You have come a long way. Brigida is a frightening folklore, but he has his weakness. Once, he fled to the bottom of the sea because of a little lightning. Maybe all it would take is a nice hit at a weak spot, like his tail, perhaps? They say that an ancient messenger hid treasure in the Forgotten Palace long ago. 2 folklores came out at once. Perhaps the Undersea City really is beyond hope. Ah, so there's 2 folklores. Those who want to be forgotten come to the Swamp of Oblivion. Once that swamp gets you, goodness, I shudder to think. And on we go. So this is like the last realm. There should be 1 walking area, and then the lair of the folklore. It's fantastic. I hate you all so much. Boom! Ah! Come on, seriously? Attack is, but it looks scary. Oh, come on. Dusty yellow dust. Okay, the book says shock the tail, then cut the tail, then shock the head, then bombard the head with cannon fire. Okay. So, on that shocking revelation, okay, so I need to shock and then I need to cut. My best cut man is here. As I head into the Swamp of Oblivion. He has whiskers. Must be swift, must be smooth, must be quick. Ah! Gotcha, dickbag. You missed. Come on, get in there. Run faster, Ellen. Ah! Come on. Aim for the tail. The tail. Darn it. Yeah, I see you there. Oh. Ah, got your tail. Why you're so hard to aim? Aha! Got your tail again. Got away. But next time I'll have him. I shall have you next time, giant fish man. Oh, that was a new one. He spat bubbles. Oh, he's getting faster and tougher. He knows that I know his weakness. He's getting hit in the face. How did that miss? think I'm down to the head. The juicy head needs to be electrified and then bombarded. Okay? Oh boy. Oh, he's going all crazy now. I think any destroy element will do, so... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get all crazy here now, fish head man. Dodge! 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 Keep dodging! Dodge until you've dodged all the dodges. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Ah! Crazy giant fish man. Beat that giant head. Butter, butter, no, butter, butter, eat butter. Show me the butter. This is so hard to do with something that big. Aha! And now you are fish sticks. I have made sushi out of them. Hey, Herv. Herv! Thank goodness. Ellen, why would you wish to be forgotten? Even after 17 years, there is someone who has not forgotten you. What? Irv. Dr. Lester, but why? Because I too have died. I was forgotten. I was frightened to meet you. I'm very sorry. But for what? You did so much to help me. Irv, you don't know this, but I failed to save Cecilia as well. I am the one who should be forgotten. Dr. Lester, Cecilia's alive. What? But how? So what she said was true all along. How could this be? Yes. I see. It's a relief. Yes, of course. There's no mistake. You see? Dr. Lester figured out the plot twist. Dr. Lester? The other world is the realm of the dead. But people who died normally do not end up here. Thank goodness. Dr. Dr. Lester was able to go in peace. Damn it! That means he can't explain the story! It was difficult for me that I caused Dr. Lester so much pain. But in the end, Dr. Lester looks as serene as could be. He was freed from his regrets over what happened in life. You wouldn't be going to Swamp of Oblivion again, will you? No. Ellen, please stop digging into the past. Beginning to piece things together. No, Ellen, you're really not. Who that woman was that lured me here by posing as mother. That plot point that we discovered a long time ago, yeah. About the people who died in the old clinic. My roots are in this village. Also the flowers attached to them. Please, tell me, what happened to the church? I can't. I'm certain that you're better off not knowing. Wait, Mrs. Lester is tormented over this. Just what happened between you and Dr. Lester? There's a tape at the desk at the church. Play that for her. The way I felt then is the way I still feel today. He's gone! Aww. I wanted to hug him and kiss him and call him George. It's the Fairy Lord. Excellent work, Darren. I knew that our little messenger would come through for us. It's not like that. I did it for my own reasons. We do hope that you will continue to assist us. I'm not creepy at all. Go as our messenger and defeat the folklore. I already defeated the folklore. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Unimaginable. Brigitte was defeated, and the boy who lost in the oblivion was rescued. Thank goodness. That boy and the doctor both looked at peace. It was a heartwarming sight. I bet you this last page is how to defeat that one last type of folk. Which is the only folk from around here that I don't have. Which means I gotta have it. Open the door, get on the floor. Scat, bird, scat! I wonder what Keats is doing right now. Oh, he's so dreamy. Let's see here. I need to go get the tape. And I would think that I need to talk to Dr. Lester first because she probably has the key. And I'm certain Ellen does not. Mrs. Lester, Herb told me. The doctor's cassette tape is in a desk. Inside a desk. Must be in the church. My husband's desk is in one of the rooms there. Once, I tried to go into the church. I was scolded harshly by my husband. That's why I've stayed far from it for 17 years. I wouldn't call being in the same village staying far from it. My husband often went there without telling me. I thought he was there to meet his mistress, but it was to treat for a small boy. Oh, this is a relief. We shall go. I must know. Was he cheating on me? He must have been cheating on me. We had such wild sex before that. What's this? What's this? What's this? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. This is Herv's tape. And a letter, apparently. Oh, I need to rewind it first. I feel hopeless when I was told of my condition, but Dr. Lester taught me the preciousness of life and the warmth of the village that thawed my icy outlook. Yes, small child, I'm sure your outlook was just so dire. Although my remaining time is little, I live each day to the fullest. I owe it to Dr. Lester and Cecilia to embrace what they have given me. This village is my home. Thank you, Dr. Lester. May you help many more as you have helped me. That was a short tape. This is Herv's message, and he still feels exactly the same. Yes. Oh dear, Herv. I don't know what happened, but he does not despise my husband. Thank you for telling me about Herv. I'm so glad that I asked you for help. May you find a silver lining in your past too. Thank you, Mrs. Lester. You know what? If Cecilia were alive, I believe she would be just about your age. I wonder what that could mean. A girl who mysteriously vanished but is still alive, and she would be just about her age? And Ellen was in the village at the same time. I wonder what the plot point could be. I wonder. Before Herv died, she came here with an injury. She was saved, but then villagers started dying, beginning with Herv. Cecilia fled the village with her mother amongst the confusion. A mysterious missing girl. And her mother. Could she still be alive? We received a letter telling us otherwise. It was tragic news. Remember it well. I see. Come on, Ellen. Come on. Put two and two together. Come on. The little hamster in your head is just caught up spinning around the wheel, but come on. Put together. Second murder has occurred in Ellen's world. A standoff with Keats at the bottom of the sea makes the story only more convoluted. Where lies the roots of this murder from 17 years ago? To find the answer to that, Keats plunged headlong into Orcadia. But before we can move on to Chapter 3 for Keats, and then Chapter 4, in which maybe Ellen will finally get the plot point we've all guessed, that'll have to wait for another stream. This one is over. So, until next time, bye-bye.